Hello, everybody, and welcome to a brand new postseason edition of Dodgers Territory presented by Fox One. I am Alanna Rizzo. That is Clint Pasillas. I know you guys expect us to be sad and bummed, but I tell you what, I still have faith. I'm not worried. It's great to have you guys here. Please rate us 5 stars, like and subscribe to Dodgers Territory podcast on Apple, Spotify, and wherever you get your pods. I tell you what, there were some missed opportunities, Clint. It was not the greatest game I've ever seen, but I'm still not worried about this club. 11-4 is not what you want to see. It looks like an absolute beatdown, but there's a couple of things that we can go through. What is your takeaway, my friend, on game 1 of the 2025 World Series?
Yeah, I don't have positive takeaways. I'll tell you that much. It was a game. We saw they kicked our ass. That's pretty much what happened. Blake Snell had very little to nothing tonight. That much is for sure. We'll dive more into Snell as the game goes along. Trey Yesavage, however you say it. Dodgers had him on the ropes, and like you said, missed opportunities once again. This is where you get into that conversation of rest versus rust. But the way I encapsulate this game is with this tweet that I put on the tweeter machine along with this GIF here. Just not a great game. Just not a great game. That is it.
Damn!
Period. Now, do I feel I feel different about the Blue Jays for sure. We can talk about that. Maybe underestimated them a little bit, but some of that, a fair amount of it.
No, I tell you what, stop the hemorrhaging. Stop the worry. Stop freaking out.
That ain't a worry.
I am telling you, it's okay. Yes, there were some missed opportunities, but let's talk about Trey Yesavage for a hot second.
All right.
You said in our show yesterday on Thursday, our normal time, that you were thinking that this kid's only had 6 outings, right? Like He's young, he had a meteoric rise through the minor league system, and here he is making a big league start. The first inning, it was like, oh my goodness, they didn't know what to do with that split finger fastball that was like basically coming from the ceiling, as John Smoltz described. I mean, the kid's like 6'4" or whatever, like, so it's coming from, way at the top of the Rogers Center, and they didn't know what the heck to do. But I feel like they settled in a little bit from innings 2 through 4. They got him out of the game early in the 4th inning, and then it was kind of like a battle of the bullpens. Blake Snell obviously didn't have his best stuff of the evening, but he still got you through 5+, right? Yeah. I'm not certain that the best move in the world is to take Blake Snell out the moment that he took him out. Bases loaded. I will take my chances with Blake Snell over Emmett Sheehan. Okay, there was a couple of situations where I'm like, they blew the game wide open, the Blue Jays did, at the times in which they needed to, but maybe it's naivete. I don't know. I'm still not worried about this team. Blake Snell had a little bit of rust. He wasn't the greatest, but it wasn't a horrible performance. He still kept him in the ball game. It's fine. I get it. Like, if you can still split in Toronto, I still feel pretty dang good about it.
Yeah, you're absolutely playing for a split now. A lot to dive into there. Focusing on the Snell. Fastball. I'll say it again. Fastball command was not there. 0 changeup. Devastating news for me, not going to be the World Series MVP. So my pick is my guess there. A prediction is wrong, but yeah, it's a stinker.
And no, what if it goes on to more than 6
if he
games?
throws a no in his next start, okay, maybe. But I feel pretty confident that that ship has sailed. Appreciate the people sending us in the super chats. We'll dive into those in just a little bit. But this was his worst. This was his worst that we've seen this postseason. And obviously he leaves with the bases loaded. Dave goes to Emmett Sheehan, who hasn't pitched. He did not pitch in the NLCS. Has not been good this October when he has pitched. And my buddy Frank here had tweeted this. It just didn't feel like a Sheehan situation there. And you and I were talking a little bit before we went live here, because obviously it's what we do, and we don't just sit in silence. You wonder if that was maybe a lane where Alex Vesia would have got the ball. Not that Vess would have made a difference there, and I would much rather Vesia be with his family. Don't worry
Correct.
about baseball at this point.
Absolutely. Yep.
But a 9-run inning, I'm proud of John Smoltz. He did say 9 points, so clearly he listens to me. He listens to my
Oh,
content.
100%. You are John Smoltz is your biggest fan. I mean, let's be honest about that. Yeah, it wasn't a good outing. I don't think that. Yeah, so maybe it was the worst that we've seen of Snell. But if that's the worst of Snell, then we've been pretty lucky to see Snell's outing so far. I mean, yeah, it wasn't amazing, but like I think Blake Snell kind of. He kept him in the game. That's all you can ask if you don't have your best stuff. I mean, I remember in the first inning, and you and I were talking about this. It's basically the bottom of the first inning, and he was like the Bo Bichette at bat, and Bo Bichette hasn't been in the game for 7 weeks because of that right knee sprain. And he was kind of like talking to himself. You could see that he was mad, but he was working through it. Not the sharpest, the fastball command, less than exceptional. Toronto lineup, it's a good one. Change up today, not a weapon, Clint. We've talked about that. But the thing that was like kind of the thing that stood out to me, and you and I discussed this in our text exchange, first home run to a left-handed batter all season, first to a left-handed batter since June 2nd of 2024. So you know what? Sometimes that stuff just happens, but I don't know. Maybe I'm not, again, maybe I'm dumb. It's fine. I still feel pretty confident about this team. I do.
Yeah. I'm not giving up the farm on this team at all. I think the Dodgers still win this series. I had this, Dodgers in 5. You had Dodgers in 6, so we didn't have the same prediction there. But getting back to what I was saying a little bit, like there is a having put eyes on the Blue Jays, there is a different level of respect because the big names, your Vlad Guerrero Jr.'s, them getting Bo Bichette back is pretty big, but Alejandro,
you certainly know the name of Dalton Varsho now. I mean, we knew that before. I knew him before when he was a Diamondback, right? Yeah. We knew Dalton Varsho when he was a Diamondback. How much do the Diamondbacks want him right now? By the way, what an at bat for him. What a game for him. I never took the Blue Jays lightly. I didn't. I know that they were a premier team, obviously, the American League representative for the World Series. I do feel like this was the most complete Blue Jays team that I've seen in recent years. I've said that as much. But I still think that the Dodgers are better over the long haul.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen this with the Dodgers before. I think back to I like to go back to that 2018 NLCS Dodgers versus the Brewers. It went 7 games. There was a lot of hype about the Milwaukee Brewers, but the Dodgers were just a deeper ball club, a deeper organization. The biggest issue today, there's 2 biggest issues for the Dodgers today. They did not stomp on Yesavage when they had the opportunity, and Blake Snell was trash today. He did not have command.
Oh, gosh.
It happens.
I don't know that trash
for the moment. I mean, his line looks a lot worse. Okay, I will take back trash. He battled. He absolutely battled, and then Emmett Sheehan made his line look like trash. 5+.
That is a more fair assessment. Yeah. That's a more fair assessment.
The thing is, still, he did give up 8 hits, 3 walks, I believe it is. We have it somewhere in the paperwork here. 8 hits, 3 walks, only 4 punchies. When Blake Snell is not striking dudes out, no matter how good the Toronto Blue Jays are at bat to ball, if he's not striking dudes out, he does not have his best stuff. And for him not to have his best stuff, and the Dodgers offense, which is one of the things people are definitely talking about in the chat here, the Dodgers offense still just not really being able to put it together. Severin Sound Artist, I'm guessing I'm getting that right. Our boys forgot how to hit, and maybe that's some of the rust.
I mean, that's it's funny too, because and I appreciate the comment there, Severin Sound Artist, and I appreciate you guys being in the chat and being with us. But you and I were texting, Clint. I said in our rundown that you so wonderfully put together, and I for the first time I think all season I was actually contributing. You put in there like offense, and I was like, still waiting.
Yeah,
still waiting. Still waiting for still waiting for what's going to happen here with the offense in terms of that. I mean, that there's something to be said about that, right? Like, obviously, Kike, you expect, again, we've said this, he could be 0 for the regular season. You want Kike on your postseason roster. But yeah, the offense is scuffled. Sonia Chen, who covers the Dodgers for MLB.com, on the day he tied the franchise record with his 86th postseason game as a Dodger, Kike Hernandez got his team on the board first, which is kind of fitting, right? With an RBI single single in the second. LA had the chance to tack on more, and they didn't necessarily do so. So we wanted to send not only Andy Pages to the moon, we wanted to send Shohei Ohtani to the moon just because of the lack of production with runners in scoring position. Again, the Dodgers would not have swept the Brewers without Shohei's performance in Game 4, the 10 Ks, the 3 home runs, the third one of which still has not landed. But they have to put together some better at-bats. Top to bottom, they have to pass the baton and put together better at-bats in terms of some offensive production. In the World Series, they have to, and Yamamoto tomorrow has to shove.
Absolutely. Shohei Ohtani. I mean, he eventually got 2-run bomba. I put in our rundown the Chris Paul meme. Chris Paul hits a big 3 and the whatever team it is, cuts the lead down to 42. I always forget what the verbiage of that meme is. It didn't mean shit. That homer did not.
It was a garbage 2-run bomb. I mean, it pads his stats, which I know Shohei doesn't want to pad his stats. It's great. But it doesn't make a damn bit of difference when you're down, 11-2, and then all of a sudden you're down 11-4. Who cares? It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Hey, a lot more Dodgers talk, a lot more chat coming up, guys. But first, we got to tell you about Fox One.
Yes. All of our playoff coverage, you guys, is brought to you by Fox One. And the moment you've been waiting all season for has arrived. It is the World Series. Let's not be so sad about this. It's the World Series. 2 teams take the field, but only one will leave as a champion. We think it's going to be the Dodgers. We are homers. Every swing could change the game. Every play could make history. Stream the World Series live on Fox One.
Yeah, you guys can also stream any of your favorite shows, a bunch of your favorite shows. Simpsons are on there. The Masked Singer, Hell's Kitchen, which is one of my favorites to just pass the time. I love Gordon Ramsay yelling at people. There's a lot more on the Fox One. It is now live. Stream all your Fox favorites together in one place, and you can get a free 7-day trial. Check that out.
Yeah, offers are subject to change. Go to Fox One for complete terms and conditions. We appreciate them being a part of our show, especially in the postseason.
Absolutely. All right, let's get back to being sad or mad or indifferent.
I'm neither. I'm neither. I'm not sad. I'm just disappointed. Isn't that the worst? I would rather just yell and scream. I think that's if your parents are mad at you, wouldn't you rather them just yell at you instead of give you the silent treatment? I don't know. I just think this was if you look at the chat though, the world is ending.
Yeah, and that's what I want to dive into. Kenyatta earlier, $10 super chat. Appreciate you saying I feel like the team was due for a stinker, which is also very fair. I felt good about Game 1 just because Snell has shoved this postseason. Yeah. But we've also had different dialogue on the internet here about the fact that he was due for a stinker. Yamamoto had one early in the postseason. Snell's came now. Maybe Blake got a little too big for his britches. I don't know. Maybe there is a rust component to it. I don't know. Or maybe he just didn't have his best stuff today. That's kind of my feel on it. Oh, my mouse is being a bitch right now. Ken Wolcott in the chat saying this game is not an outlier, being more worried about the Blue Jays. They'll continue to rake up and down the lineup. The Dodgers don't score early and often tomorrow. The series is That's interesting. Over.
You and I talked about that yesterday. I do think they need to score early and they need to score often. Yeah. This is not a team. And I was talking about this tonight, actually, when I was watching the game. It's we were saying on the couch, it was if the Blue Jays don't open this up right now, the Dodgers are a team certainly that could come back from the majority of deficits, right? And the Blue Jays did exactly what they needed to do. They continued to pile on. They continued to increase the deficit to make it even more difficult for the Dodgers to come back into this. I think the key is obviously scoring early and scoring often, not giving them an opportunity to creep back into the thing. So a lot lands on the arm tomorrow of your boy, Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
Yeah. I mean, Yama is battle tested. He's been in these spots. He's pitched in the World Series before. I have faith that that he's going to put together a good game tomorrow. One guy that really shocked me, and he shouldn't. I should know more about him as a ball knower. As I don't call myself that. Other people might call me that, but I
Nobody
did not.
calls you a ball knower. Nobody in the world calls you a ball knower.
Fake news on your part. Alejandro Kirk, dude,
Yeah,
is a
well, let
he's
me
a
tell you something.
pesky pesky
Yeah,
mofo.
he's
I
yeah,
don't know. That's what I'm saying. I didn't know a whole
no,
lot
he's a
about him.
good. I've known for a long time he's a good ball player, but that's almost a guy that he better hope he hits it over the fence because that little guy cannot run. He's not
Well, that's
fast.
fine. He made Blake Snell work. I think in the first or the second inning, he was pesky. That was the big thing that I saw. Really good bat to ball. Keeping the line moving. That's the type of thing I think a little bit maybe threw Snell off his rhythm. I felt pretty confident too in that Varsho at bat where he ended up giving up the homer because it seemed like Snell was kind of shoving a little bit more against the lone two lefties in that lineup, but then Varsho goes, yard, and he's like, all right, well, that narrative is right down
See,
the
this is the
shitter.
thing about baseball that's so interesting, right? For other sports, you can kind of guarantee who the superstars are going to be. Did anybody think that the one person you were going to have to worry about, or excuse me, the two people perhaps you were going to have to worry about in the Blue Jays lineup were going to be Alejandro Kirk and Dalton Varsho? No.
Absolutely not.
Everyone's
No.
like, don't let Vladdy Guerrero Jr. beat you. I know Bo Bichette hasn't played in 7 weeks because he has that right knee sprain, but they put him in the cleanup spot. Don't let Bo Bichette beat you. Okay. They didn't. It was freaking Dalton Varsho, no disrespect, respectfully. And it was Alejandro Kirk. That's the thing about this game. You just never know who's the person that's going to make a difference in the ballgame.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what happens in these postseason series. Every once in a while, you get, or quite often, you get that guy out of nowhere. It's not always your Freddie Freeman's going out winning World Series MVPs. It's Steve Pearce's for the 18 Red Sox
Steve
against,
Pierce.
Mercy. Just very random dudes.
Random folk.
Matt Stairs against the Dodgers in 2008, and then again in 2009. There's those dudes that step up big, and it's not always your superstars. It's not always your Shoheis or your Mookies or your Freddies. Sometimes it's those other guys that make a big difference. Tommy Edman winning the NLCS MVP last year. Yeah. We got a 99-cent super chat from Ramon. There was no comment, so we appreciate the super chat either way. I will look
Ramon.
in a moment.
What's up, buddy?
I will look in a moment if there is a comment that I missed.
No, you didn't. It's just my guy.
Bori, man, a lot of numbers says they had Yesavage against the ropes. Dodgers hitting, drop the soap. Pause.
I mean, but they did get him out of the game after 4. I mean, it wasn't like he was.
But it was only 2 earned. Only 2 runs. Andy Pages, who you mentioned before we went to the break, to the moon. Andy Pages, another bases loaded, fewer than 2 out situation.
I mean, honestly, like that chase in that first at bat with Pages with bases loaded cost the Dodgers a run. I mean, when you look at the box score 11-4, you're like meh. But each at bat makes a difference in the game. It changes the narrative each at bat. Yeah. So he's got to stop chasing. He's got to have more selective at bats and more professional at bats. What's up, Gherkin? How was Pages the only person on the planet that didn't know to take that pitch with 1 out and Shohei on deck? Yeah. Best case you walk, worst case show. Yeah. I mean, honestly, like that chase killed him. Like, I don't know. Maybe he's pressing. I don't know.
A little bit.
That was not a good AB.
He puts together like 90% of a really good at bat. And then it's always that final pitch where it was far enough out where I don't even swing, but then again, I'm not a very good baseball player. I'm okay, but still, it's World Series, bro. You got to start putting some bat to ball. You got to at least get that runner home from third, and they have struggled a lot, more than we would like this postseason with getting that runner home from third. I think Diablo is saying Teo does better behind, scares me a bit. Go Jays. I'm not 100% sure, but thank you for the $2 Canadian there from Diablo Mix. Appreciate you hanging out with us. Dirty Don with $1.99 saying this was just payback for not letting Snell go 9.
Oh, right. Like Snell's like, I'll show you. I'm going to get taken out with bases loaded and bring in Sheehan just because you didn't let me throw a complete game. I don't think that's actually what happened.
Probably not.
Dirty Don, I don't think that's actually what happened, but I get it.
We got more from Dirty Don. It's game one. It's one game. Everyone relax.
Look at his
yeah,
avatar. I mean, look at Roki Sasaki, how calm he is. It's
very
fine.
happy.
It's going to be fine.
It's
It's
a
going to be
very.
great.
I was waiting for it. It's going to be great.
It's going to be great.
Let's see. Astro Manny had this much earlier in the chat that I had starred for us. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Barger. We didn't even talk about him. God bless him with the freaking grand slam. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I guess we did. I think we've I've known that this Blue Jays team is a good team. I did not expect Varsho and Barger to be, and Kirk to a certain extent, to be the folks that we're talking about in a positive way, right? You think it's like, okay, you gotta make sure that you contain Vladdy Jr. You have to contain Bo Bichette. But those were not the guys that you had to worry about tonight. And that's the beauty of this game.
Absolutely. Hey, why don't we take a pause and tell folks about DraftKings and then come back and talk a little bit more, take a few more chats, and then we'll get ready for game 2 of the World Series.
Football is back, and so is your shot at big wins with DraftKings Pick 6, the official daily fantasy partner of the NFL. Your game day instincts can score you real money fast. Here's the play.
Just pick more or less on 2 or more player stats, from breakout rookies to elite QBs, and unlock the upside every snap brings. The better your calls, the bigger your payout.
This season, play your player instincts. Download the DraftKings Pick 6 app now. Use code FOUL, that's FOUL. Pay just $5. Get $50 in Pick 6 bonus picks. Make the call, ride the upside in partnership with DraftKings Pick 6. The crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org in Connecticut. Must be 18 and over. Age and eligibility restrictions vary by jurisdiction. Pick 6 not available everywhere, including New York and Ontario. Void where prohibited. 1 per new customer. Bonus awarded as non-withdrawable Pick 6 bonus picks that expire in 14 days. Limited time offer. See terms at pick6.draftkings.com/promos.
Welcome back to Dodgers Territory, presented by Fox One. Check out the link in our description for more information. All right, we turn the page. I mean, this is the thing. I remember AJ Ellis used to tell us all the time, you got to shower quickly and just move on, right? You have a quick memory. Like Ted Lasso said, you have to be a goldfish. Be a goldfish. They have short memories. Nobody cares. Moving on. All right, so we look ahead, Clint Pasillas, to game 2. Yoshinobu Yamamoto on the hill. He does really well on the road. He's an ace among aces. Today was just a bad game. It wasn't the Dodgers' day, and that's okay. I maintain if you split on the road, you go back to Chavez Ravine. You still have a great chance. The world is not ending, kids. What do you need to see from Yoshinobu Yamamoto tomorrow, my friend?
You start your bottom of the first inning. You start that with a lead. He doesn't get to control that, but I would like to see the Dodgers get out in front of, I think it's Kevin Gausman getting the ball for the Blue Jays. And then you go 1, 2, 3. Every single inning needs to be a shutdown inning. Have your stuff, have your punch, work all of your pitches. That curveball, they know it's a weapon. They know that splitter's a weapon. Dot your fastball. Just be better than what we saw out of Blake Snell. He has to play the stopper for this World Series game 2. He's done that. He answered the call for the Dodgers all season long. He gets to do it one more time when it means the most. So you got a good guy on the bump here for your boys in blue.
Agreed. I feel like we have a lot of good guys on the bump. So it's Yoshinobu and Yamamoto tomorrow. Then we have Tyler Glasnow. Then we have Shohei Ohtani. All Dodgers post game coming up. All Dodgers with Clint Pasillas. What do you got? Are you talking about game 1? Weird.
Yeah, we might be talking about that. Yeah, myself, Jeff Snyder, we will be live a couple minutes after you and I are done here, talking more about the game, getting into probably a little bit more nitty-gritty of it. But guys, go check that out. All Dodgers with myself, Jeff Snyder, here on the YouTube. Subscribe there, subscribe here. We'd appreciate it. We do have more super chats. I want to make sure we get some love in for everybody. A couple from Fuzzy Balls who gave us $2 to tell us, remind me, let us know. You missed my earlier super chat, and it was about Toronto. Hey, don't sleep on the Toronto Blue Jays and the fact that they have a lot of money.
This is not a cheap team, guys. This is not this is not David versus Goliath. This is Goliath versus Goliath. Calm down.
Yeah. $255 million payroll. It's the 5th highest in Major League Baseball. Absolutely not a small market team.
100%.
Important thing for Fuzzy Balls. Thank you Fuzzy balls. It's 2 nights in a row. I have said that. Roy Estrada, hey, listen, it's only one game. It was fair and honest butt whooping. You tip your cap. You be ready for tomorrow, which we know. This is every bit of this. Flush it, like you're saying. AJ Ellis told the team back in the day. You flush this one. I'm sure that is the messaging that Dave Roberts will be having to his clubhouse after this game.
Francisco Diaz has a good one. He said, can Kike or Call play center field? Pajas is batting .079 and has overstayed his welcome in the starting lineup. I know everyone. It's funny too, because I saw at during the game when I was watching, there was a woman. She was a Blue Jays fan, but that's okay. We respect them. That said, everybody has their role. I don't know what Pajas' role is right now, but he's got to get going in terms of patient at bats, professional at bats, move a guy over. Like, don't be afraid to get the ball on the ground. Like, force the defense to do something and score a run. My goodness, runners in scoring position. Take advantage, my friend.
Take advantage. Find a way to move the ball forward. Run the bases smart. Freddie Freeman ends up getting hosed off base. Like that was not that big of a deal. I'm not explaining this well. Hopefully, if you guys are watching this, you watch the game, you know what I'm talking about. But he was not expecting that throw to go behind him. He was expecting that throw to go home. So I understand how he gets kind of backpicked there at second base or between the bases. It is what it is. Shout out Will Smith, by the way. Willie Dills. Very nice piece of hitting there in the third inning.
Good piece of hitting, yes.
More missed opportunities from that point forward, but we don't need to talk too much about that. MH Dodger for Life at 999 saying what really hurts is Blue Jays have punished all of the aces throughout the playoffs. Offense still struggling. Yeah, I mean, some people, like this guy, sleep on the Blue Jays a little bit. Again, I respect them a lot more after this butt whooping, and I think we can end with this super chat from Caesar asking, "Hello, Alanna, do you really believe we will be okay or not?"
Oh no, 1,000%. Like, let me tell you, Caesar Chirinos. I love that name. Like Willie Chirinos, who was a Cuban singer. I put this on my dog, my career.
Oh,
we're gonna be fine.
That's it. I mean, those are pretty important. That's massively important.
I mean, like my dog and my career. What else do you want?
Listen, guys. I'm
not going to condemn my family.
Last year, Riz said she would shave her head if the Dodgers was that the World Series or the Padres series.
Padres.
Series. Padres. Yeah. And she was ready. She had the Clippers ready in the event that they might maybe lose. To the Padres.
You know what it was? It was the series against the Mets. It was the series against the Mets. I said I would shave because I remember I was contacting children's hospitals in New York because I was going to do it there. Yeah. So I said I would shave my head if the Dodgers lose to the Mets.
Well, that's a lot, obviously. You see the luscious flow going on from Alanna Rizzo there. The dog and the career, that's big. That's big shit, guys. Dodgers are going to be fine. If not, we're going to come back. People are going to be telling us to eat crow off of this, but I feel very confident. Yamamoto, better bats.
There is no way in the world that the Dodgers lose this World Series.
I feel better. We should all feel better already. If you guys want to feel better or worse, come join me on my YouTube channel, the All Dodgers YouTube channel. Subscribe here, guys. We're trying to get to 15,000 subscribers. The only way we can do that is by you clicking that subscribe button. Like us as well. We would appreciate it. Buy our stuff. The Dodgers will win if you go to Dodger Territory Shop.
Yeah, you guys didn't buy enough stuff. That's why they lost 11-4. Jeez, you guys, you're the ones to blame. How dare you?
Do that. Links are in the description below. We appreciate everybody. Appreciate all the super chats. Appreciate everybody hanging out with us. We will see you after the game. Tomorrow night after the series ends up tied 1-1.
Tied 1-1. Go Dodgers. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Okay, bye.